is Stephanie Willoughby, and I'm a family photographer here in the great state of New Jersey. Jersey is full of small towns with big personalities, which is why I want to explore what makes your community special. I'm interested in the stories that your community would tell if it had a voice. This is HomeGrown. Today we're visiting my favorite shore point, Asbury Park, New Jersey. If you haven't been here, you must come here. Asbury is famous for their boardwalk, their nightlife, and their proud LGBTQ community. As the saying goes, everything is better in Asbury. It's very hard for me to describe Purple Glaze donuts. You simply have to taste them. I don't know how to make a donut, but whatever it is that they do should be the standard for all donuts everywhere in the world. The end.
I'm Jackie Sharp. I own Purple Glaze Donuts on 516 Summerfield Ave in Asbury Park. We've been here for 4 years.
I really deeply love your donuts.
Well, that's fabulous.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And when I knew we were going to do Asbury, you guys were the first call that I wanted to make because I want it to be here so badly, and I want everyone to know how amazing and great your donuts are. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started? Because
Sure.
It's not the most conventional job, maybe, to own a donut place. So what drew you to it?
I retired and moved down here with my husband, and I had always wanted to go to pastry school in my 20s, and I never actually got there, so I took the time and I went to pastry school at Brookdale Community College. They had a program which was like 2 blocks from my house. Did a year of pastry school, and then in parallel life, my son Wesley was up on the boardwalk at Langosta Lounge. He was baking, and he kept saying, let's open a donut shop. Donuts are going to be the new cupcake. It's the new thing. And I said, look, let me go to work at Wegmans for a year in the bakery. So I did Wegmans for a year, and just about the end of the year, friends of ours who own Langosta told us about this space that was available, and it was small enough. My husband, he's the business sense. He figured out the money, and he said, okay, this is how much we could afford to lose if we never sell a donut. And literally, that's how we got started. So.
That's so cool. And then but you didn't sell no donuts. You sold all the donuts. You guys have won lots of just like high accolades, like from really big stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we took a lot of time to try to figure out, we wanted a donut that didn't have that greasy mouthfeel, so we took a lot of time fiddling around with the donut mix to make sure that they were like light and fluffy on the inside and crispy on the outside. And the other thing in our business model is we wanted to be a neighborhood shop. I mean, as you can see, we're a little bit off the beaten track. And 4 years ago, we were even more off the beaten path in Asbury Park, because you know Asbury's come really far in the last 4 years. We're involved in a lot of things in the community, so we have a lot of local people who come in, you know, on those sleepy days in the winter when not a hell lot of people are buying donuts. They're coming in, buying coffee, sitting down and chatting. We've slowly, you know, gotten the word out, and, you know, kind of slow and steady wins the race, but we have a really good product.
I love that you're so involved in the community, that there is this local aspect to it, because it seems like with Asbury, the businesses that we've spoken to, everyone sort of seems to have each other's back, right? Like
we do.
Yeah, and it feels like business that gets brought in here, you know, eventually they find themselves at Cure, or they find themselves at Showtime Theater. So it's kind of neat the way that you guys have all been able to kind of keep it small, even though it's growing quite a bit.
Absolutely, yeah, we have each other's backs, and it works out well.
What is it like working with your son?
Like my son always says, we've been together, you know, 4 years. None of us have killed each other yet. In the beginning, I got to tell you, in the beginning, he used to take the brunt of everything because I had, you know, these people working for me, and if somebody made a mistake, I kind of was always on him because I didn't want to be the mean boss. But now I've learned a little bit better how to manage and things like that, and it's okay. It's good.
So I want to talk a little bit about the donuts. You guys this isn't just like people coming in, coffee and donuts, although it is that, probably primarily that, but you also cater weddings, is that right?
Yes, we do a lot of weddings, showers, birthdays, and any kind of event.
What's it like living in Asbury and working in Asbury?
For me, it's the perfect combination of a city and a small town. So many of us, business owners, people in the city, we know each other, we see each other socially, but you have the cool aspects of being in the city too. You have art and culture, music, so we have a little bit of everything.
what is your best-selling donut?
Okay.
And if you can kind of give us a little bit of how these donuts get made.
Sure. I would have to say our best-selling donut, and it's a donut that we've had on the menu since we first opened. It's called French Toast. It's rolled in cinnamon and sugar, and then it has a little maple icing on it, and it has a dollop of sweet cream cheese. You have people who, are more traditionalists. They like just plain cinnamon and sugar, powdered Boston cream. And then you like the people who do the crazier donuts with, we call them over the top. They have M&Ms and cookie dough and icing and all those kinds of things.
I would say Purple Glaze is one of those must-dos when you're in Asbury. And I so appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk with us.
Oh, thanks for coming.
But now we get to taste donuts.
Absolutely.
That's the best part. I'm all here for a mother and son team who add to the overall happiness of the locals and visitors of Asbury Park. I'm also fully here for these donuts. Seriously, my kids and I have been known to drive to Asbury just for these donuts. I'm not kidding. Every Jersey girl has her favorite shore point, and I am lucky enough to call Asbury Park mine. Beautiful and colorful and artistic and musical. You can't beat the arts, the food, and the people of Asbury Park. Visit us on TapInto TV or on Instagram at HomeGrownNJ. I'd love to hear about your small town and where you think we should go next. Until next time, I'm Stephanie Willoughby, and this is HomeGrown.